Welcome to Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure. So today we'll be talking about the importance of communication and trust when it comes to teammates. And we have two amazing athletic young guys here with us today. They both play for Ashland High School. We have Cordero Ayers and Jaylon Moore. Just to start off, we'll start off with just some light questions. How do you feel about the season coming up?
I feel like the season we're gonna have a great season this year. Just buy in, come to practice, act like they want to play. Just everybody should just play together, be coachable. Just same thing.
I'm excited for our upcoming season. It's gonna be a great season. Everybody got a chip on our shoulder. It's like we got to prove this year. And like he said, I hope everybody buy in.
Y'all said buy in a few times. Can y'all give me some examples of what buying into a team is for y'all?
Mine's ever a buying in, just coming to practice, doing what coaches want you to do, going extra hard at practice, simple basketball things.
Buying in for me, I say just overall focusing. Like being locked in for the game. Being locked in for practice. Doing the little things right.
So, Ro, do me a favor. Describe what the team chemistry looks like right now for y'all going into this season.
In my eyes, we need to work on it a little bit more. By the season come, everything gonna be right. But right now, we just need to work on team chemistry.
Our team chemistry. Be closer than what we is. Way closer. And get closer to one another. And grow a brotherhood before our season starts.
What is an example of those, the team chemistry issues that y'all need to work on?
That's exactly what I was going to ask. And let us know, what are some of the things that y'all can do to improve it?
This thing we need to work on taking accountability, coming to practice, and little things right.
Example of our team chemistry for me is go down the court, take a shot, or you think your teammate don't like the shot. So next time you get an open shot, you'll pass the ball up. What we need to work on our teammates' confidence. If they open, shoot the ball. If it's a good shot, shoot it. You know what I'm saying? If they miss a good shot, it's still a good shot. So I feel like we should be able to talk about that on the court and be okay with our teammates missing, or if our teammate don't see us on the pass, even though we open, because everybody make mistakes.
That's a good answer. I like that. Both of y'all had some good advice. So, Ro, I want to ask you this. So, first off, you've been to 2 schools, right?
Yes.
What 2 schools did you go to?
I went to Ripley High. I moved schools there from 5th grade.
So, do you feel like there was a difference between Ripley and Ashland?
I like Ashland because, they're going to push you to your limits. Yeah, they're going to do what they got to do. They're going to do their job. Ripley is just, I think I just fit better at Ashland more than I did Ripley.
So my question is, I don't agree because I feel like those are things that make a person better. So why does that turn you off? Like why do you not want somebody to be strict? Why do you not want somebody to push you to your limits? Why do you not want somebody to do more than their job?
Like the schoolwork, I feel like the schoolwork, it got to be done regardless.
Why do you want it to be easier?
Gonna get done with it.
So if you go ahead and be done with it, have 100, and then you don't know nothing,
Study it, do something.
what you gonna study it on? What you want them to give you easy assignments so you can get them home, and then you gonna be independent enough to go home and learn the material on your own. That's what you're saying? Yes, sir.
I got you, because I went to a smaller school too. What he really is saying is, coach, yeah? With a smaller school, let me help you out, because what he's saying is, at a smaller school, they can tend to a student more. At a bigger school, yeah, I ain't trying to hear it. Whatever you finna say, I ain't trying to hear it. I'm not.
I'm listening.
That he can have a more personal, relationship with teachers in class. I feel like that's what he meant, because you killing them.
No,
Yeah,
No.
they're killing them.
I repeated what Rose said. Oh,
But you didn't read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let her bully you like that.
let's run it back.
We ain't got time for all that.
And he said everything that I said. I just repeated what he said.
True.
That's all that was. But anyway, so when it comes to you've experienced getting to be at one school, but with you being at that one school, you have like 3, 4 coaches. What was the biggest as far as between coaches for you?
The hardest part of just having all the different coaches that I had was adjusting to the different coaching styles. Really, because everybody coach different. Some coaches like new school game, and some coaches like old school game. It's really just whichever coach you pick out.
Who was the toughest coach for you to adjust to?
Had been when Deja came mid-season. Deja Turner. He was hard. It was the hardest I had to adjust to because it was so different. When my role had to score on the team, she got there. Like, I wouldn't say scoring wasn't my role, but like my role slowed down where passing the ball more and, having to run the offense ran through me, having to just sit there and answer all the questions while I was on the court.
When y'all have practice right now, Ro, what does communication look like when y'all are at practice?
In my opinion, I say communication look pretty decent. It's gonna get better. Football come back, but right now it's pretty decent. A lot more can be done, but yeah, it's pretty decent right now.
So let me ask you this, because sometimes I've seen this happen with boys. So what's the game plan when y'all work on communication and the ones that are in there right now, y'all get it going, y'all get some good chemistry, you got good vibes in practice, and all of a sudden these guys from football come in that every day building the same bond and learning how y'all communicating, how you get them on board.
But it's been practicing before football. Everybody just communicate together. Y'all help out. Even underclassmen, just y'all help out too. Everybody got their role.
How do you feel like they should talk to y'all as upperclassmen?
To be like, they should know who they're approaching and how they should approach them. Teammate, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I expect them to come to me and, tell me that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I hold myself accountable and do what I should. But if they know it's a person on the team that's take what other people on the team can take, even when you talk to them, explain how you feel to your teammate. And if your teammate and y'all got that chemistry, he should understand where you coming from when you correcting his behavior.
Okay, Ro, has there ever been a game where y'all lost a game? And after y'all lost the game, you thought back and you were like, had we communicated better, that might have been different.
Yeah, it's been a game. Our tournament, tied at the game. I was tired. And I was being a silver player and then caught out of screen.
This situation for me was doing our district tournament also in Faulkner. We played Pine Grove. We was communicating good during the first half. Had a decent lead. I would have the game when it came out. Pine Grove came back and beat us. And we ended up getting put out.
When you saw that screen, when you saw your teammate get screened and you know that you didn't call it, and then after you didn't call it, you see this person score, that make you feel?
It made me feel bad, but I tried to get there to that help side. I feel like if I would have called it out, it would have been stopped.
And how did your teammates treat you? What was the communication like with?
But I just got on me. I'm one of them team players that I want you to yell at me. I don't want you to talk to me soft. I ain't no girl. I want you to yell at me.
No. This is a mental health podcast. This is a mental health podcast, and we don't do that around here. Keep going.
I'm just not no soft person. So I'm gonna take what you give, and I'm gonna respond back correctly. Coachable.
You would hate to play with me.
See, Tay think he is like the post player whisperer, like next job or something. What'd you say? Yeah, he said he was the big Devin whisperer. Ain't that what you said?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
the
I that's
big
what I
Devin
did.
whisperer.
You know what I'm saying?
After y'all got put out of the tournament and you felt like it was due to a lack of communication, how did that change how you communicated moving forward?
It made me want to communicate like every position, like no plays off, doing what I got to do to not feel how I feel after that game. So if I go down and communicate the whole first half and my teammates not communicating, still communicate because one communicator could lead to three communicators, and three communicators could lead to the whole team communicating. Just a person that stepped up.
And so make the heart smile.
How important does communication off of the court factor in the team? And I'll say that, like, when I had Jaylon, when they were in middle school, they was close. Like, when I say because they was too busy, they was too close. You know what I'm saying? They get in trouble because this one running around with this one. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. But the beauty in them being as close as they were, as far as that transition onto the floor, like the fact that they were so close, like Jay wanted to see Mo D get buckets. Mo D wanted to see Quay get buckets. Quay wanted to see Jay get buckets. Then, you know what I'm saying, if we put Wally on the floor, they want Wally to drop 30. You know, it don't matter who on the floor. They wanted to see each one of them shine individually because they just loved each other like that. You know what I'm saying? They still like that. So I'll say that our season that we had, I don't know if it goes the same way if we aren't as close as we were. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let Jay start with this one. So again, how important is that off the court relationship, that off the court trust and communication when it comes to a team?
Cool. I just like play a big role in chemistry and trusting one another. Just being around each other outside of the gym makes know their tendencies and just being there for your teammate. You know what I'm saying? When your teammate go through something, y'all both go through it because it's your teammate and this your brother. When y'all step on the court, y'all playing together. So if y'all win together. If y'all lose together. You know, like that. Just spending time with each other off the court. You time to just relax and enjoy one another's presence and basically just getting to know one another better off the court than you do on the court.
Everything should be just like when you go through something, everybody should go through it. Like, I could agree with what he said right then. It's just gonna be like everything should be just the same for everybody.
So first question is, so both of y'all just sit here and said that, and again, run it back because I'm just going to what they said to make sure we're on the same page. So both of y'all just sit here and said that, everybody needs to hold everybody accountable. And if this man fall, stop me if I'm getting it wrong, because I don't want to put words in it. If this man fall, then I fall. If he fall, I pick him up. I'm only as strong as my teammate. And we in this together, right? That's what we're saying?
Yeah, this how I see it. We a brotherhood. If somebody, everybody should feel what they're going through. I would help them out,
Period.
lift them up.
Period. What'd you say?
What's the flip side of this question?
Here,
That's what I'm ready for.
I'm right here with you, sir. The first one I'm going to ask to Jay. So, Jay, I'm going to ask you this. Why is it that some players have coaches agree with, for one constant, that day, I think it was Mo D, who was throwing paper airplanes and when y'all was testing? Okay, bet. So, Mo D and Zay decided that during state testing, that they was going to make some paper airplanes and throw them across the testing area and stuff. I went and got every single last one of them. Because keep in mind this right here. Mo D and Zay wasn't the only ones in that testing room. They teammates is in the testing room too. So your teammates watched you throw these airplanes across the testing area. So I went and got every last one. And you know, when you do testing in the gym, I made them move the tables, and then we were together as a team, because not only did you two decide you're going to get up in this testing area, throw paper planes and stuff around the room, your teammates are going to sit here and with all the kids at you while y'all throwing these planes, or sit here and act like they don't see you and it's not their business while you throwing them. So hit this baseline.
Like, they selfish. I feel like they're selfish. Because if you know your teammate done did something that he ain't supposed to do, you know, that's your teammate. And at the end of the day, you know, even though we sat in there and watched our teammates act the fool in the testing room, when it was time for us to run, and we got out there with our teammate, we ran. Regardless of what our teammate did, we knew what our teammate did was wrong. Still let him do this. We got to deal with the consequences of what our teammate did. So, like, the players, it's not hard. Like, if your team get in trouble and the coach put y'all on the line and you don't want to run because your teammate did it, and do it. When y'all win, y'all celebrate the win together. When y'all lose, y'all celebrate the loss together. So I feel like even like, if your teammate doing something he ain't got no business, you sit there and let him do it, y'all still together. Regardless if you say something, if you don't say something, y'all still teammates and y'all still together at the end of the day, regardless.
I'm asking you this question because I know your mama. I know your mama ain't sensitive. I know your mama, she wants you to be coached. I know your mama want your coaches to push you and pull the best at you. So I know your mama know. I ain't talking about her no way when I'm saying this anyway. But when it comes to parents and that concept, when it comes to parents, and Tae, I'm gonna come around to you with this question too, because you're a parent. When it comes to parents, they don't have that all for one concept, because all them kids ain't their baby. You get what I'm saying? You, your mama child. The rest of them kids ain't hers. So if you come home, your shirt wrinkled with sweat, your collar hanging off your neck, you look like you about to die from running suicides for hours. And then your mama was like, "Oh, how was practice? Oh, we had to run because they did such and such and such as." Now here go your mama. I don't know. I got you. You ain't do it. I don't know why the coach got y'all doing it. What do you say to your teammates when it's time to address their parents? What should players tell their parents?
I feel like the players should tell their parents, especially the ones who did it. They tell them that they did it. But at the end of the day, we already blue and white. We're going to celebrate together when we win. And when we lose, we're going to celebrate together. When you cross that line on the floor, everybody, so if one go down, we all go down.
And when it comes to these parents out here that don't understand because this a thing, they understand the concept when it's flipped. If it's somebody else's child, to be honest, if it's somebody else's child, they might not care one way or the other. But when it comes to parents, what do you say to them when it comes to the all for one concept?
I don't even speak to those parents who don't understand it because they never played the team sport. You know, if you don't want your child running for, take my glasses off for this one. If you don't want your child on a team sport, tennis, individual golf lessons, bowling,
Swimming.
yeah, weightlifting.
Ashlyn done added EA Sports. Ain't that kind of by yourself?
Yeah.
That's you
You
can
know what I'm
win that.
saying?
You can win that by yourself. Yeah.
Basketball, football, baseball.
Is that you
That's
can do that by yourself.
if you don't want your child running for somebody else, pick one of them sports. But for me, that's part of being a team. Like they said, you win together, you lose together. Don't come crying to me because such and such didn't do this. I'm gonna ask you, what did you do to stop it or hold that person accountable? That's on you now, cause you didn't step up and be like, hey, chill out. Like they said, they was in that classroom and Then nobody say nothing. That's accountability on them. Don't just hold your teammate accountable. Hold yourself accountable.
How do I build my team as far as building this communication and this trust if we're not even working on team concepts, which team is all of us in the first place? How do y'all communicate with each other? And if you could pick a teammate that's the best communicator, who is it?
I would say Dakari Taylor. Frog. Frog will communicate the whole 4 quarters, and he gonna make sure everybody else communicating too. Outside of that,
I agree with him. Even when he tired, he still communicate. When the game start, he communicate. After the buzzer blow, he still talking, letting us know the stuff that we could have did on the court. He one of them people that he know how he approach everybody's different. He might come to me and say something to me that only he know that I can take. He might go to row. He might break it down the row, explain it to row. He always been type of person to make sure his teammates understand.
I got a goal for both y'all this year, but mainly you, cause you the big, you the anchor of the defense. Y'all said, cause I heard it stuck out. Y'all said he communicate even though he tired, and he's tired because he's always communicating. Y'all take turns, giving him that break, so y'all, not just y'all, but the whole team don't get numb to his voice. Especially you. That's my goal for you. But same as you, Jay. I'll get it. Y'all swap that out, so spread it out, good and stuff.
How should they deal with that? What's the proper way to deal with when a teammate mess up?
I'll say, yeah, take for what you did and accept that you was in the wrong. But at the same time, in 4 quarters, in that hour and a half, you gotta realize that everybody else did something bad too. But again, those little 2 points, yeah, I could have stopped it, but the other 35 points, you could have helped too.
When it came to teammate struggling with getting along and y'all having to shake back from that, what does the shake back look like? What are some things that players can do when it comes to like if they done already had the argument with their teammates, so they done had a long stint where they not getting along. What's the process? What can they do to get back right?
We're all just talking to one another. Simple conversation. You and your teammate. Both of y'all accepting what the other person did and growing with one another. Apologizing and accepting apologies. Encouraging growth. Making sure that y'all never get into it about the same stuff twice, or just making sure y'all never get into it again in general. Because, playing a sport, having teammates, conflicts happen. So I say just after that conflict, just talk to your teammate and grow with one another. So y'all stop getting into it and just grow better team chemistry.
Why is it so hard for players to talk about their feelings and their mental health?
Because I feel like if you talk back, say something, what you say can start a whole big commotion. Or that don't even need to be said. Just take what you know what you did wrong. So just accept it. Take what you get. Make up for it.
Does it that said those things in a negative just gets to get away with that and not know your feelings?
Nah. You say what you got to say back, but not in like say it back in a respectful way, not in a disrespectful way. Just don't take it to heart, because they're just saying it to make you better.
When it comes to your coaches, how do you feel like they have helped your mental health throughout the years, hurt your mental health throughout the years?
I had some coaches that cared a lot about your mental health, and I had some coaches that only cared about winning. Whatever mental health, that long as we was winning, they just came with it. For me, I feel like playing while going through something mentally is a different type of playing. Like, it's like it's hard, going out there on the court while dealing with something mentally, especially as a guy, because like it's hard to communicate our feelings. So we'll be going through something the whole time and just hold it in, just bottle it up. The coaches should, like just ask players, what they got going on. You know what I'm saying, mentally, because everybody go through stuff differently. Never know what player could be going through at home. So I just feel like more coaches should just take initiative and look into their players' mental health.
I'm gonna give you some advice on mental health, both y'all. Coming from especially a black man, you expressing how you feel doesn't make you weak. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. If y'all not okay, I said it on a previous episode. It's okay not to be okay, but don't fight them battles alone. You know what I'm saying? We done met and all this. Like if y'all ever just need to talk, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you never know what a person going through. But don't hold that in. Because what y'all don't realize, and I wish I had somebody tell me this when I was younger, it destroys you slowly. I promise you it does.
Boy,
Oh, I'm good. Then one day you're not gonna be good.
it's always good, y'all, to have somebody to talk to. I've sat in the bleachers and watched you play like your games where you was younger. And the thing is, everybody has this idea. When you were younger, everybody had this idea of what they felt like Ro should be. The type of player Ro should be. Oh, you 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? All of that. When it came game time, man, like I kid you not, like game time, I don't understand how you function. I don't understand how you got onto the floor and played because let Ro miss a box out. Let Ro miss a rebound. Let Ro foul. Let Ro not hustle down the floor. Let Ro miss a pass. And you gonna hear the whole Ashland side talk about how much he, ain't this and should have been that and this, that, and the third. So if it was something that you could tell fans to help them understand how much that messes with your mental, you can hear it. How much does that mess with your mental? And if you could talk to the Ashland fans right now, what you want their support for Ro to look like this season?
I just say, before you start saying something, come to a practice, come to an open gym. It's a lot of people that, like, well, I ain't gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say that. There's a lot of people that got something to say, but you ain't never tried to come coach us. You never tried, me, you never tried to come coach. You always got something to say. But, like, at the same time, while I'm in the game, I'm blocking all that out. I'm not really worrying about it, but I'm hearing it, but I'm not really just worried about it because I know what I'm finna do the next play.
I like that answer.
So what I heard is they can't hold water to them.
They can't hold water to them.
For sure.
They can't hold water to them. And it's the thing. I've been in open gyms where we had some of the elders come in and want to guard Ro, and Ro get in buckets, and he get the rebound over you. He run the flow on you. He get buckets on you. So my thing is, most of the ones that be up there talking, boy, lock in, ain't it? You heard it about to come out, didn't it? But I'll say that there are some fans that do feel like they can't hold water to you.
Your time is gone and past.
Yeah.
Like we always say, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, and the thing is, for me, I think Ro has developed into a hell of a player. People got to understand, you never should have expected him to come in 8th, 9th grade, being Shaquille O'Neal with a Magic jersey on. I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? You can have them hopes and dreams for him, but don't sit there and when he don't come out there and give you the Shaq numbers that you wanted, tear him apart. Or especially don't tear him apart while he out there in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because Ashland fans are different. They are different.
You must forgot how you see them people two to three times a year.
You saw them 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I saw them 2 or 3 times a week.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I commend y'all for that. Them 2, 3 times.
Yeah, Jay, what advice? I want you to look over there at CJ, across the room there. When it comes to the importance of communication, trust, and mental health for young basketball players and young boys, especially, what advice would you give them?
Advice I give younger kids coming to trust, just find a person you can trust that you can talk to. You know what I'm saying? Your person might not be my person. Your person might be, you know, whoever you choose to be, whoever that person is that you choose, as long as it's somebody that you can trust to tell, what you gotta tell them, like, whatever you're going through mentally, like, cause I know when I was young, I went through some things mentally. Just because you're young don't mean you don't go through things. People any age can overthink anything. So, like, if you thinking about something, you know, talk to your person that you choose to talk about it to get off your chest. Cause like Tay said, it slowly messes with you. Slowly messes with you over time. Take a toll on the person. Always saying you all right, and then in one day, what I'm saying, you just not okay. You need to talk about it. So I feel like, what I'm saying, like younger kids, anytime you got something on your mind or you feel like you need to talk to somebody about anything that you got going on, like, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just get it off your chest.
When it comes to staying mentally grounded, because my thing is, the reason why I asked you that is because, like I said, like I told you, I sit here, I watched Ro get berated by grown ass people every game, teammates coming for him and talking to him negatively, and myself coming at Ro, and he has always the most we got into it was that time with them slow slides, and you know what Ro responsible was? All right, Rich. All right, Rich. All right, Rich. I was still, yeah, I see tomorrow. I see tomorrow. You gonna do these slides? All right, Rich. All right, Rich. That's Ro. Yeah. Hey, Ro a big dude. He probably want to. He probably want to lift me up like a ballerina or something. But the thing is though, Ro, he's always been able to. So I'm asking, how do you handle it when it comes to your ups and downs, and when it comes to dealing with all those negatives and moving forward? How do you plan to deal with the upcoming ups and downs?
I would say, as they saying it to me, I'm taking it in and taking it out on another person that's in the game, during the game. Like, as you saying it to me, I'm just gonna score on this person, take my anger out on him. As long as I don't get no foul, I'll be straight. Like you said, I just take it, because if I'm doing something, if I'm doing good, then y'all gonna give me my praise. But when I'm doing bad, it's like, yeah, like everybody gonna yell at me. But at the same time, I know what I did. So I'm gonna take that in. I'm just gonna do better. I'm gonna learn from it.
And so, and how do you deal with that mentally? How do you deal with people? Because this is the thing about people. When you up, they up with you. So if Ro have a double tonight, oh yeah, I taught Big Man everything he know. You know what I'm saying? Then the next game, you ain't having no double. Oh man, he ain't worth a flip. That man, he play like he 5'1". You know what I'm saying, how do you feel when you look a person in the eyes one game while they telling you how great you are, and then you look over while you in the game and they bashing you?
I had this conversation with a parent. I'm not gonna tell the parent name, but me,
We, that's fine. Go ahead. That's fine. You
Man,
gonna,
we step
no,
on
no,
toes.
no. We can't encourage the kids to step on toes. Leave everybody toes alone. Go ahead. Leave them
me and
anonymous.
him had a disagreement, and I told him, I was like, "You paying $7 to come watch me play every night?"
Period.
I was like, "You paying $7 to watch me play every night, and then after every game you got something to say?" we had our little disagreement or whatever, but at the same time, he was telling me right. Like I just I was having a bad game and I ain't take what he said.
When it comes to roster right now, it comes to the team that you have right now, what does the season look like as far as wins and losses being affected by y'all's communication, trust, and mental health? Like, how much do you think that's going to affect y'all's season? And then do you think it's going to affect the season in a good way or a bad way?
I feel like it's gonna affect it in a good way, cause like our communication, it's gonna build. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have some bad games, but we gonna learn out them games. When we get to the practice the next day, or when we get on the bus, we're gonna talk about what's going on. We might argue a little bit, but it's all a brotherhood. We're gonna understand what's going on, and we're gonna bring it all.
But with the team we got right now, I mean, we still working on it. Pray we have everything what we need to by when the season start. I mean, everything ain't perfect. Everything ain't gonna be perfect. Even when the season start, during the middle of the season, or even at the end of the season, everything gonna be perfect. Like our communication may affect us both in good and bad ways. In good ways, it could affect us by the game that we need to communicate. And we communicate, we can win. And some of the games where we don't communicate, because one of us, we don't want to talk, we don't want to help one of our teammates. I feel like then it could be a bad, like, he not gonna say nothing to that person, or he don't want to help that teammate, or he really don't care if that teammate get hit by the screen. He don't care if that person man scores, because that's just how communication is. Like, ain't no telling what could happen, what might happen. So really just prepare for the best always. Be ready for whatever come with the team that I have. That everybody, be ready to communicate when the time comes.
Okay, so as we discussed, well, first off, I want to say thank y'all, and giving a viewpoint because and also I want to say that when it comes to proper communication and trusting your teammates, it's very important. That can make or break a game. That can make or break a season. And the thing is, like they said, the one thing that you will hear throughout this episode, brotherhood, brotherhood, brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood. That's exactly what it is. If everybody could play, then everybody would be on the roster. But due to it being you select ones that actually chose to come out there and you can actually hoop and y'all want to go out there on that journey together, I think that that's a bond only y'all know. And you got to protect that bond. And when it comes to protecting that bond, sometimes you got to protect that bond from your parents, from fans, all that. But I just think that if you listen to what these young guys said and you take in that advice they gave to you as players and coaches, if you take a second to listen to what they said and try and implement that into how you conduct yourself and how you run your team, I think that that'll really help y'all for the season.
Before we get out of here, I really didn't say too much because I was learning, trying to get a feel for them. But I could tell y'all was raised right. Y'all have principles, y'all have morals. And don't just use that in, sports. Use it for life. So I'm rooting for y'all, not just in sports, but in life. I'm proud of y'all relationship. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all got any questions for us before we get out of here?
Yeah, I got a question for Tay. As a man, how do how do you deal with your mental health when you going through stuff?
Ooh. Ooh. A good support system, having your person who you can talk to. I'm blessed enough to have multiple outlets that I can go to different things in life. But how I deal with it, like I always say, I have my moment, but I don't let that moment define me. And what I mean by that, when I say have your moment, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. Get that out, process that, but keep going. But I'm really blessed because I have so many people that do love me and do care about me. So, and I know everybody ain't got that. But growing now, you know, being the man that I am now, I want to be there for people who don't have that. That's one of my goals right now. Being an outlet for someone who doesn't have that outlet. You know what I'm saying? But Jay, I have my moment and I keep on going.
And right there on that black man to black man, beautiful moment. Again,
Shout outs.
yeah, look, I know her last name is Lloyd. First off, I'm gonna put in the video. I'm gonna say Miss Lloyd. Yeah, I know her name is Miss Lloyd, and I remember her because I don't know if she know I remember her from this, but we used to work at Dollar General together when she stayed in Mississippi. And I was bro. It was a Monday, and I had just left work, and you know how that was because I don't even care to be there, and I was having like a bad day because I had to go, and so that's every day. And then like I got off, and I was getting ready to post something else like for us because I had actually just took that post down. I had actually just took that post down to post the trailer, I think, or something like that. And so I got the notification that I was tagged in something. So, you know, I'm thinking it's something normal, like, you know, somebody like me, you know, something that, you know, don't matter. And I went, looked at it, bro, and like my thing is what made my day is that we're touching people. It ain't necessarily about no cloud or you tag my name in no post. It's the fact that we said something that I'm hoping that helped you. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that when we said something about them micro wins, that for you, you was like, hell yeah, it's a micro win that I can celebrate right now. The micro win enough for you to want to let us know that it helped you out. So for me, that was amazing. And then on top of that, bro, Wendell has been loving everything. And see, not like on my personal page.
Shout out 830, man. Shout out
Yeah.
830.
Not like on my personal page, like our actual Facebook page, on our TikTok page, all that stuff. And then now that he's sitting here with us, if you go back and watch the episode from last week, you'll see that I posted his comment on YouTube because even though we did shout out that YouTube comment, our very first YouTube comment, and like it made my heart melt because it's my baby. Yeah, I put that on. But we also gonna put Miss Lloyd, shout out Wendell, because like I said, we really do appreciate the support. But like I said, we really hope that we giving y'all some gems. And we really hope that these young men gave y'all some gems. And we got some other people coming that's gonna give y'all some gems. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for sticking with us. We thank you for all that you do to make us feel good mentally too. But I'm your host, Jada Rich, and this is that podcast, Hoops and Headspace, where we make mental health and sports intersect.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure.